welcome to Talking Comics. We're back once again at Limited Edition Comics with a great range as always.
Mate, you have to shout the microphone's down there.
Thank you. I don't know why I'm shouting. It's terrible. For fuck's sake.
Did it to me last week.
I know. It was so funny.
I know.
I was cracking it.
Hi guys.
Yes, we're here at Limited Edition Comics with a great range, and we've got loads of news.
It's been a good week for news, actually.
I know,
yeah,
it's not bad. Not as good as, but you know, we had a lot last time. We really did have a lot, but it's
loads.
Pretty good, right? Pretty good. So we'll start with some DC news, I think, this week. DC are going to be stamping all their books, right? Stamping all their books when it's a big month. When there's something crazy going to happen, they're going to stamp it, and they're going to stamp it with a WTF. WTF. What does that? Anyone know what that stands for?
Oh, we know what it stands for. We
can't repeat. Yeah. So they're stamping the books with this WTF to signify, like, get this comic, obviously, because it's a huge month, and all the comics in that month will be stamped with it. So I think that they're trying to use that, obviously, as a gimmick to try and get people to buy comics when they think it's going to have some massive news. And they have spoken about things like Booster Gold coming back, Pandora's Battle to the Death. And we had one more thing, which was that one hero dies and another hero quits. There were a few other bits, but those were the major ones. What do you think?
I'm not buying into it.
Not buying into it?
DC are doing good stories
Is it going to help you sell more comics if they stamp a WTF on it?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No. It might increase a little bit.
Right.
But will they tell us they're going to stamp it beforehand, or are they going to put them out there? Is it one of those things when they arrive in the box, it'll go, what the flaming heck is going on here?
Do you know what? I think that the big issue here is the big issue. Did you get? Never mind. Yeah, I think that the big issue here is if it's not a what the month, I mean, WTF month, then, and if it doesn't fulfill the promise of being like WTF, then people are just going to be like, it's just a gimmick.
Yeah.
If they actually, yeah, exactly. If the first one actually fulfills the promise of WTF, then that actually might mean something.
Doesn't to me.
No.
I'm not buying into it.
No surprises left.
DC are doing great stuff anyway. They don't need this gimmick to sell more comics.
But they're worried about, Marvel. They want to get their market share back, basically. Marvel have taken the market share at the moment
and
on their Marvel Now. Yeah, and they want their market share back. And they're trying to, they've had this big kind of meeting, and they're all trying to work out how can they get their market share back from Marvel. And this is what they've come up with.
That is the right way of doing it.
Not the right way. Okay. No, we're talking about the DC cartoon news, right? The DC cartoon news is that there are two cartoons specifically that have been cancelled, and one seems to be coming our way. So the first is Young Justice, the second is Green Lantern. Both of those seem to be cancelled. No one's watching them. Were you watching them?
No, actually customers are saying they're really enjoying them.
Well, if it's really enjoying it, why are they cancelling it?
Because that's what customers do. No, that's what fans do. They get into it and all of a sudden it's the end of the show. It's all to do with budgets as well.
What, you think that they ran out of money?
I think it's I think they're not getting enough sales through other TV channels around the world.
Yeah.
And this is where animation actually, is funded. They do one show and it's then sold to X amount of countries around the world and territories.
Right.
And I don't think they're getting the money from them.
Well, we're getting a Superman Unbound instead. So Superman Unbound will be coming our way. And I don't know. I'm always good on Superman. Do you know what? I actually enjoy a lot of Superman cartoons more than the comic books.
I was just about to say that, actually.
Why is that? Why is it that we prefer Superman cartoons in the comic books?
I don't know.
It's weird, isn't it?
Do you think you can relate to them more? Or do you think it's...
I don't know. I'm just kind of excited to see what's going to happen, whereas in the comic book you almost know that nothing... I don't know.
You see his real power as well. When he gets something, it's like...
Yeah.
In the cartoon you see it happening.
Do you think that artists can't quite get the job right of making you feel like Superman has the kind of power he has?
Exactly.
And in the cartoon you get to really feel... you got a point, I think. That's a good point.
What's better for me in cartoons?
Invincible 100. Here it is. This is the normal cover.
Which I love that cover.
Yeah.
It's great.
And we've got the chrome cover, just like what they did for The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And they copied it, and it did well with The Walking Dead, didn't it?
Did very well. I mean, this has done okay. It hasn't done as well as Walking Dead. Obviously, everybody's looking forward to that in a big way.
And if you're not into Invincible, get into it. Seriously, we did a review back a few shows ago of the first 50 comics. I think it was like a big omnibus, and it was superb. And I'm telling you, there is no one in the shop who wouldn't recommend it. Right now, Zach hasn't got a clue what happens in this comic, and if I spoil it, he's already coming in shot to try and murder me. So someone dies right in here. Someone dies in here. Isn't that right?
Style.
Someone dies. So check it out, okay? Bye, Zach. It's like he was coming out to bow.
Stop to cry now.
Marvel's starting its phase 3 of its movies, okay? It's got Ant-Man and Doctor Strange confirmed to be in the phase 3 of movies. And we already knew about Ant-Man. It's not a new...
No,
wasn't new
it's old
news.
news.
It's old
last
news.
year.
Last year.
They mentioned
yeah, but Doctor Strange being confirmed is new news.
Yeah, I like Doctor Strange character. Whether or not it's going to work as a movie.
Oh, come on. Incredible.
Oh, come on.
Really? With his whole fingers all be... I don't want to spoil the story too much.
No,
I don't want to spoil the story.
Let's see.
We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully it'll be an Origins. I think Doctor Strange has a great origin story. And
You've got to do his origin first before anybody.
It's my turn to blow my own trumpet. Woo! I get to blow my own trumpet. A few weeks ago, I announced the fact that there is going to be an X-Men Days of Future Past, and that Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen are going to be returning back for another X-Men movie. And I speculated that they would have the old X-Men cast playing the older cast, and the new cast playing the younger cast.
Yeah.
And that was my speculation, and I don't know if it's confirmed, but there are more people that have signed up from the old cast, and we've got Ellen Page, who was Kitty Pryde,
Anna Paquin as well.
Anna Paquin, who was Rogue, and we've got
great Rogue. Actually, she's really cool,
fabulous. Yeah, she does a great job, and we've got Sean Ashmore, who was Iceman, and he's also going to be coming back. So, all really, really, important cast members, really reaffirming what I was saying about the fact that they're going to be using the old cast and the new cast in a combined movie.
Well, it's a great way of relaunching the franchise as well.
Yes.
But everything that came before, it was okay, the good films.
Yeah.
But this is a good way of getting people to jump on board and then for it to, launch it.
And it's not like Spider-Man. This is kind of like a high five, saying, guys, we're respecting the new cast members in this show, and you're respecting the old cast members, and it's kind of gives some kind of continuity between the old movies and the new movies.
Yeah.
And I really feel really strongly that the new Spider-Man was pants. I'm sorry, I don't care what any of you say. The new Spider-Man movie was awful.
It was great.
No, shut up.
Great.
No, it was terrible. It was awful. And one of the reasons is it pays no homage to any of the previous movies. You might not like the previous movies, fine. But it would have been nice if it just had some continuity instead of a reboot. I just prefer that. Anything, just something to give the respect to the audience who have just seen 3 Spider-Man movies not that long ago, and the new one was pants. Sorry, it was pants.
I loved it.
Did you?
Yeah,
You loved it?
Better than the first 3. I think it was a better Spider-Man.
Do you know what? If you could pay me to get my time back for watching that movie, I'd take it. I would honestly, actually, if I could pay you to get my time back, I would, because it was done. I'm not a big fan of that. Sorry, Marvel. It wasn't even Marvel. It was Sony. That was a Sony. So, it's time that Sony stop making Spider-Man movies, let your year up, and give the rights back to Marvel. Let's see Spider-Man taking the way it should have been done.
Which is?
The Marvel way.
Yeah, okay.
Marvel now are launching their cosmic scene. It's coming out. We've been looking forward to it. I don't know about you. I've been looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm.
Nova.
Yep.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep.
Age of Ultron.
Yep.
Something they promised. Well, Brian Michael Bendis has been promised Age of Ultron for ages, but he put it in a timeline which has appeared in the New Avengers, right? And that timeline showed A versus X. It showed us everything that Marvel had been planning for a while, and it was there, but it just didn't seem to happen. We were kept waiting and waiting and waiting, and now finally, Marvel now happens. Age of Ultron's happening.
It's the right time to do it, I think.
So, but wait a minute. Let's go back to Guardians for a sec, right? Guardians of the Galaxy, obviously the movie's coming out, and we've got now the comic to support the movie. You've got some news for us.
Have we? Yeah, we have.
You do, right?
We're following up the Superior Spider-Man variant cover with the Guardians of the Galaxy variant cover.
Right.
Which is, really good news from Marvel. We're speaking to the guys again for about a month.
Another variant from limited edition comics. And do we know who's going to... Oh, no, we don't, do we? We don't know who's doing the art for the
We
cover.
do. Yeah,
you
we do. Yeah.
But when can we find out?
We'll probably tell you guys next week. So
Next
yeah.
week. Wow.
Yeah, looking forward to this one.
But it'll be Zach next week.
It will. I'll tell Zach.
You'll tell Zach.
I'll
Zach
tell Zach.
Is Zach going to tell us?
He will tell us.
So you're going to have to
He
stay
knows.
tuned. You're going to have to stay tuned to the reviews if you want to hear who's going to be doing the artwork on the variant cover.
This will be good. This will be cracking.
Yeah.
Actually.
Have you seen? Do you know what it's going to look like already?
Not yet. No.
No?
We're in talks. So
Okay.
yeah, it's good.
And one thing I'd like to point out: some other website put out your picture and claimed that was the variant cover. Could
They
you?
did.
Could you
It's
just?
something we knocked up just to say we're doing this, and
So it was not the variant cover.
No.
So that was bad reporting.
it was. Yeah.
I'm not going to mention any names, but that picture that you've seen so far is not the variant cover for Guardians of the Galaxy.
No,
It has
and we
not been
said that
released
as
yet.
well. Said not final art, and basically we put a disclaimer on our website saying that
Okay.
we love the Rocket Raccoon,
Yeah.
and we're going to put that out just as a bit of a, bit of a teaser for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, why not? It was a good little image.
Yeah, and Marvel are not pissed at us anyway, so
Yeah.
they love us.
Great.
Which is, yeah.
And we've got the X-Men we were speaking about last week, and we were talking about that they're full of females now.
They are, which I think it's going to be a good book. It's going to be Bendis and Coipel doing it.
And you've
So
got another piece of news for us, haven't you?
we have we are going to do a variant cover for X-Men #1, which
Wow.
is coming out in April. But this time around, we've done so well from Superior Spider-Man. Our pre-orders on Guardians of the Galaxy variant cover is through the roof. I mean, we'll sell out within a matter of weeks, which is great. So we're going to make good money out of this. And
So thank you very much.
yeah, very good. But the X-Men cover, we're actually going to donate all proceeds to a local charity that we support,
Oh, fabulous.
which is good.
And
So
who's the charity?
it is the Six Children's Trust, and they're not going to be sold through the shop. They'll be sold through a eBay store, and the guy who actually looks after Six Children's Trust will be looking after the orders, but we'll be shipping them out
So that really the money's going direct to the guy's hand.
direct. That's it.
Right.
Which is
and,
the best way of doing it. That
and,
way, there's no, we don't get involved. We just supply the comic, which is great.
So now you can actually buy a variant cover, which will be rare anyway, and support a charity.
Yeah, which is good.
Wow, that's great.
So
that's a really
we've
nice
got to
gesture.
get back to the community.
Really nice
and I thought
gesture.
this is the greatest way of doing it.
Right.
So, and we do support his charity quite a bit in the shop.
We got one last piece of news for you. We got past the information that someone had been talking to Brian Michael Bendis on Twitter and had found out that he's done a Spider-Man 2 book. Spider-Man 2! Are we going to finally see Miles Morales coming to the Marvel Universe?
Works for me. Love
Yeah,
the first book.
about
Really
time.
good.
I
Yeah.
think that the Ultimate Universe is coming to its end.
The sales are really dropping. They're already dropping.
Are you finding that here?
Yeah, I think so. I think people are just like, they're buying it because they're buying it for buying sake.
Right.
And I think the storylines are getting weaker. Characters are getting weaker, and I think, yeah, they can bring them in. And we've all got Nick Fury.
Yeah.
The Black Nick Fury in the Marvel Universe. That's
So
the
they
first
just
step.
need to. The last, remaining factor of the Ultimates that people love is Miles Morales. I mean, it's been a character that people really, really been impressed by, and they need to find a way to bring him across. It's time. It's time to shut that down, and because we're with Marvel now, it just really doesn't fit, does it? The Ultimates universe across Marvel now.
No, not at all.
No, because it doesn't get rebooted, and it's just.
No, it's a sidestep away from Marvel. But
It's
if
a
they can
sidestep.
bring these characters into the Marvel Universe,
So
great.
if Spider-Man 2, if Brian Michael Bendis brings in Miles Morales, he's going to make a lot of people happy. We've got a special offer this week, right?
We're going to do American Vampire Volume 4, which has recently come out, for £12.50 with a free ship in
Free
the
shipping!
UK.
Free shipping once again in the UK. Okay, guys, it's free shipping to the UK only.
We'd love to send them to America, but it costs us about 10 quid to send these.
No, you're not getting free shipping to the US. I don't know why anyone would think that's going to be the case. It's UK only, free shipping. And American Vampire, we reviewed it. We told you how good it was. It's superb. It's Scott Snyder. Get hold of a copy. $12.50 is cheap as chips as always. And that's the kind of deal you get down here at Limited Edition Comics.